I'm live. Looks like I am. Let's wait for people to join. Obviously, you can all go back. Normally, I do coverage of this on, like, for real. Like, I do my coverage of this on, like, videos where I edit, but I really don't have time this week because it's been a busy week. I haven't been able to get out any of my normal videos, so I figured what a perfect time to do a live stream. I got my computer right here. Where's my mouse? I got my mouse right here, and I can't find there. What the heck? There it is. Kind of disappears when it hits that. All right, so CinemaCon was this last week. I know no people are watching right now, but obviously there will be there will be people joining, and then there will be the archive. So let me take a drink of Ice Pop Prime. This is actually a really good flavor. Woo! That flavor's good. If you know what CinemaCon is, all these studios go and they promote all their upcoming movies for the year. So, like, the first one was Warner Brothers, then there's Lionsgate, and then there's Universal, and then there's Paramount, and then there's Disney, and they promoted all the movies that are coming out in the next year or so. And there was a lot of them. So, personally, it started out a bit weak, in my opinion, with Warner Brothers. Lionsgate was a really good panel, but what was after that? I didn't like Universal's panel. There wasn't really anything there that got me all that excited. I really like Paramount's panel. Paramount's panel was, I think, my favorite. But then there was Disney's panel, and they did some cool stuff too. So there wasn't like a whole lot of great stuff. I think last year's was a little bit better, but I do like this panel. We got one person watching. Go ahead and tell me who you are and say what's up on this Saturday. What is it? 12:17. I slept late. Saturday, I can do that. All right. War Dogs. It's a me. Oh, hey, I know you. Think I know who you are, anyways. All right. So while we got one person watching, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure more will join later. Starting with the Warner Brothers panel. That's the first one that happened. I did write the notes all down my phone, courtesy of 3C Films. I watched all his videos, and he gave me like all the rundown. So I just spent the last hour and a half watching all his videos and writing some notes for these panels. Warner Brothers panels kicked it all off with Furiosa. This is the new Mad Max movie. One of my most anticipated movies of the year. I've liked all the trailers so far. I have always thought that it kind of like, that looks like just another Mad Max movie, which I don't know what that means because I've never seen a Mad Max movie. But it didn't look like it did anything particularly special. A couple things we learned from the CinemaCon panel is that, number one, it will be taking place over 12 to 16 years, unlike the other movies where it takes place over a couple of weeks. This one is going to be very much the entire life story of Furiosa, where we go through multiple sequences of each individual part of her life. That's what we learned about Furiosa. Does that make me worried or more excited? It absolutely does not. It does not make me more worried or more excited or anything. It's just like, okay, all right, that's a cool, I guess. Okay, I really cannot wait for this movie. Next month is May. No, wait. Yeah, next month is May. So I cannot wait till I can do a double feature of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and Furiosa. So there's that. The Watchers is next. This is the movie from M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. I forget her name. Not going to say it because I'm pretty sure I can't pronounce it anyways. And basically, it's that these people are locked inside a building and then in the middle of the woods, and these creatures have to come and there's creatures in the woods, whatever. The Watchers does not. I thought the trailer was fine. I saw the trailer for the first time last Saturday when I went to go see. What did I go see? Oh, Monkey Man, the review. I almost done editing that. It'll be up today, by the way. The review for Godzilla times Kong and Monkey Man. Anyways, I saw the trailer for that. They just said it was an extended trailer. I thought it was fine. Not much else to mention there. Then we got Trap, the next M. Night Shyamalan movie. I got a very complicated relationship with M. Night because I don't like him. I don't like his movies, but then there are movies that I really do like from him. The Sixth Sense, the movie he made last year, I think was one of my favorite movies of the year. Knock at the Cabin. I thought that was really, really good. So it shocks me to say that Traps sounds like a movie that I'm absolutely gonna love. I don't understand why they didn't save the final reveal of the guy at the excuse me at the concert taking his daughter. I don't understand why they didn't save that until like the movie, but like the premise just sounds great. A guy taking his daughter to a concert, but he's actually a killer and he's got to escape the concert without the cops knowing. That sounds awesome. I need to see the trailer. There's obviously things that could happen that won't be good, that could ruin it. Rhonda Marler, what's up? Thanks for joining. Oh, I got 3 people now watching. Cool. So I know I got War Dogs, which I have a feeling I know who that is, and then Rhonda Marler, and cool. Anyways, so there's so many ways that Trap could go wrong, but I think for me, I'm a horror fan, so I think that could be something good. Then we got Mickey 17. What is the director's name? Is that Bong Joon-ho? Hold on a minute. Shoot, I don't know how to spell. Yeah, Bong Joon-ho. What did Bong Joon-ho direct? I know he directed a bunch of things. Anyways, the trailer for why are you talking about a concert? I'm talking about a concert because that's what the movie Traps is about by M. Night Shyamalan. Bong Joon-ho. Yeah, it's just trying to get me to buy some things for $50, and I'm not going to do that because I'm not rich. Anyways, Mickey 17 is technically the movie where Robert Pattinson is this guy who is Robert Pattinson's this guy. He's a clone. His job is to do some things, and then he dies over and over again. And technically, so it's the 17th clone. So the 17th clone faces the 18th clone, who is they're together. They have to fight each other and all that. It sounds cool. The people that were at CinemaCon described it as very goofy, which is weird because it's supposed to get some Oscar buzz and stuff. So it's really weird that people are describing it as goofy, but I'm all here for it. You know, I like Robert Pattinson. Bong Joon-ho, I got his as a writer. Well, I don't want to see his writing credits. I want to see his directing credits. Bong Joon-ho, Parasite, Okja, Snowpiercer, Tokyo, The Host. So there's a couple good movies here that I've heard of. Yeah. It was supposed to get some Oscar buzz, but I mean, the movie sounds goofy. There's many ways it could go wrong, but I think for now, I'm still looking forward to it. It sounds like a movie that could work for me. The Goats. Oh my goodness, I love Zachary Movie Chat. He's the best. I love you too, person. I love you too. All right, then we got the official logo for Superman and Superman Legacy, James Gunn's new Superman movie. I don't really see why the internet is getting all crazy about a flipping logo, because like there's obviously the Zack Snyder fans who are absolutely screaming at James Gunn fans over the logo because Zack Snyder had the dark logo, now James Gunn's got the light logo. I don't know. Let me pull up the logo real quick. Superman Legacy. Oh shoot, I should probably type logo. Shoot. See, it's more bright. It's a brighter logo. That's so true, not gonna lie. I don't even have the volume on. What? Why is it giving me an AI? What? Why is it trying to send me to an AI site? That's so weird. But I don't understand why people are mad that it's a bright logo, because Superman is a bright character. He's supposed to be positive. So I don't mind the logo. I don't see why people freak out over logos all the time, but I don't mind the logo. I'm not going to get in the whole argument between the Snyder babies and then the James Gunn fans. I'm not going to. So I think the logo's fine. Then we got a Christopher Reeves movie. It was described as a out during the simple trailer. So it'll probably be a sad movie that I'll watch. It's just a Christopher Reeves what's the word? I forget the word. Christopher Reeves, whatever. Biopic. That's the word for it. Christopher Reeves' own biopic. So it's not something that I'm super looking forward to, but I'll watch it if it goes to streaming. Beetlejuice. I saw the first Beetlejuice with my mother a long time ago, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fun. First teaser they dropped out, I thought it was boring. I was like, okay, I don't know anything. I think Beetlejuice looks cool, but that's just a character riding through a bike and seeing a couple houses. Okay. I do need to rewatch the first Beetlejuice though, but the trailer description that they described here sounds the trailer description that I described here sounds exactly what I want from the movie. Sounds something that can be really fun and really entertaining. Much better than the simple. I mean, I get it that the first one they released to the public was a teaser, but I kind of needed more to get excited, and this is the more stuff that is getting me excited. Obviously, it's just going to be practical effects, no super big CGI or anything. So I'm looking forward to Beetlejuice. Minecraft movie, Jason Momoa got up and said, hey, our movie's really funny and it's really good. It's kind of like a new blockbuster. I'm like, yeah. Okay. So we didn't much learn anything about the Minecraft movie. There's been some set photos being released for the Minecraft movie that I think have been really good and look pretty good. So I'm not super excited for the movie, but I used to play Minecraft. I still sometimes do play Minecraft, and I don't know how they're going to make Minecraft into a movie. But what do I know? I mean, it's Hollywood. They can do whatever they want. So I'll need to see footage from that, but I think it could still be a fun time. Joker 2. Joker 2. We got the first trailer for Joker 2, and that's how Warner Brothers wrapped up their CinemaCon panel. I absolutely loved Joker 2, the Joker 2 trailer. I thought it was really great. I'm getting a lot of comments now. I got 2 views, or I had 5, now I got 2. Rhonda Marler says, you need to watch some old classics with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, and review them. I don't know. I might sometime. I've heard a couple of those guys. What did I just do? I was so close to accidentally blocking Rhonda Marler, and I feel so bad. Live chat, you dry, come on. And then, hey, Zach, it's Patrick, says Pineapple. What's up, Patrick? How's it going? Shut up, the ghost. Such an idiot. Anyways, yeah, I love the first Joker. I think it was one of the best comic book movies in recent history. And I absolutely love the trailer. They described it as a what is happening? What is happening in the group chat? Okay. Anyways, so yeah. So the Joker 2 trailer, they described it as a musical and a jukebox musical. But the trailer absolutely was exactly what I wanted, because Joker is a freaking psychopath who is absolutely crazy, and nothing that actually happens in the movie is actually happening in real life for him, because it's all in his head. So Joker 2, it's a musical, but Joker's psychotic, and so it just makes sense. What is happening? You can report these. I'm not even going to finish that. Anyway, so it just looks like an awesome movie. I'm just really looking forward to it. It's still one of my most anticipated of the year. I cannot wait for it. All right, now that we're done with the... Okay. Okay, Cat. Dang. That was unnecessary. Let me fix the camera. This is my cat. What are you doing? Okay, so here's how we're going to go for the rest of the time, because that was kind of messy to talk about the Warner Brothers panel. We're going to go through the whole panel, and then I'll go back to the live chat and talk about the live chat. If anybody's got any questions, you can shoot them now. I'm going to catch them on the live chat. This cat, bro. No. All my movies that I'm using as a phone stand. Yeah, I'm like that. I don't actually have a phone stand. All my brand new steelbooks. Ignore the pile of clothes over there, okay? Okay. So the goat said, "Cool, Patrick. You got to be more specific." Marie says, "Don't diss Minecraft movie, buddy, and don't block my mommy." Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. It was an accident. And then Rhonda Marler says, "Don't block me." The goat says, "I will report all of you." Quiet down. The goats, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. This is called entertainment, says Marie. Pineapple, I'm not even gonna say what that just says. That's a goat movie to goats. I'm assuming you're talking about Minecraft. Am I right? Minecraft movie. What movie are you looking forward to most this year? Says Pineapple, also known as Patrick. Um, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, for sure. I mean, we're gonna talk about that here, but everything that the movie's shown looks awesome. I cannot wait for that movie. Even the trailer description from CinemaCon sounds amazing. So that is my most anticipated movie of the year by far. But I'm really looking forward to Joker 2, like we were just talking about a minute ago. Sounds awesome. I'll give it 2 more minutes if anybody has any more questions. It's getting hot in here. Typically my fan, you can see because of the shadow right around up here. I don't like having it on when I'm filming, but it's actually like kind of warm today. 74 degrees outside. It's kind of warm in here. Shouldn't have wore a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, we're going to move on to the Lionsgate panel. Lionsgate has one of my favorite panels. One more question, because, okay, this is the last question I'm going to answer. Wait, they're making a Joker 2 without Heath Ledger. Yeah, they made a Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix in 2019. It was one of my favorite movies for a long time. I absolutely love that movie. I just saw it last October, and it's just one of my favorite comic book movies, but they're making a sequel to it, and like I said, the Joker 2 trailer, I really dug. I really dug that trailer. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Pineapple says, you hear that Joker 2 is going to be a musical. Yeah, it's going to be like a jukebox musical. It's just going to be kind of inside of Joker's head. So it's not like really a musical, but it's just kind of like he's such a psychopath that it's just going to be all in his head. And watching the Joker movies is just such a unique experience because you never know what's real. And that's what made that first movie so compelling. Marie says, oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, and it's great. It's very violent. It's very disturbing, but it's kind of about mental health. And I really, really dug the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. All right, let's move on to Lionsgate panel. They got a lot of stuff here. And like I said, they're one of my favorite panels of them all. So something that was not announced at the panel, but a few days before, is Saw 11 was delayed. I was not the biggest fan of Saw 10. Was not my favorite movie of last year, like a lot of people was. But I dug it. I thought it was fine. And so Saw 11 is not really one of my most anticipated movies, but I was looking forward to it, if that makes any sense. So it got delayed. I thought it already got delayed. There's no way they were hitting that September release date because it got announced in November, and that'd be like just a little over a year to shoot the film, edit the film, and get it out there. And you don't know how hard that is. So I already thought it was going to be delayed, so it's delayed. I don't really care because as long as they make a good movie, I don't care. So starting off the panel is Now You See Me 3. And this is what makes me mad, because now I'm cold. Now I'm cold. I was hot. Now I'm cold. I had to turn that off. Okay. Now You See Me 3. I'm not the biggest fan of Now You See Me. When I went to Florida a couple of weeks ago, I actually watched Now You See Me because it was on HBO. And then the next day, Now You See Me 2 was on. So got to check some of those movies out. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of the movies. I never was, but I think it was fine. And Now You See Me 3, they're just fun movies to throw on in the background. That's what they are. So there's not much to do there. They just said that the original cast is returning, obviously, and then that there's going to be a new cast too, obviously. Live action Monopoly movie by Margot Robbie is actually going to produce this one. Pineapple says, I've seen all of the songs, and compared to some of the other ones, I thought it was pretty solid. I'd probably give it a 7.5. Yeah, there's been a lot of bad horror movies lately. There really has. I can't remember if there's been a good horror movie this year. Um, no, there hasn't. I'm gonna go see Abigail next week. That's kind of a horror movie. I'm a massive Saw fan. I finally watched all the movies last year, and I absolutely love them. Anyways, live action Monopoly movie produced by Margot Robbie. Not so excited for that. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be about. If it's just gonna be like a fun Monopoly movie, or if it's gonna be a like documentary on how it was made. Margot Robbie's producing all of these like games and toys ever since the success of Barbie. So the one with Sydney Sweeney is really bad. Are you talking about Immaculate? You've watched Immaculate? Oh, the first Omen. That's something that people are saying is really good. I have not seen it. Don't know if I'm gonna see it. Probably not, because I mean my faith and whatever. But I've heard that one's really good if you're into that pineapple. So uh anyways, so yeah, I don't know what the live action Monopoly movie is. Here's talking about a horror movie. The Blair Witch reboot. Blair Witch is getting rebooted. So I've never seen the first movie. I've heard it's like one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen in my life. Oh, well, I'll ever see in my life. That's what people have told me. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this. On one hand, I don't think it should get rebooted, but on the other hand, I think it could benefit from being rebooted in 2024. Found footage horror. I think it has potential to be good, but at the same time, I don't know what to think of it. So it's getting rebooted. Lionsgate is partnering with Blumhouse to reboot this movie. And then again, there's the name Blumhouse. They occasionally don't know how to make good movies. They make bad movies, but then they can make a banger movie. So it's just a movie that I don't really know what to think of it. I don't know if it'll be good or if it'll be bad. We're going to skip over the Highlander movie because I don't know what that is. I have no anticipation for that. Guy Ritchie's The Grey, real quick. Marie says no, but it's bad. I kind of want to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to. Again, the faith thing. Pineapple says, it's hard to think of one. Have you seen that Talk to Me movie? Favorite movie of last year. I absolutely loved it. I would absolutely love to Talk to Me. I think it was one of my favorite movies of the last couple years. It was so terrifying and good. And then, it's not bad. I temper expectations a little bit. I'm going to assume you're talking about Blair Witch. I'll have to check it out someday, probably closer to when the remake's happening. Anyways, Guy Ritchie, The Grey. Guy Ritchie is one of my favorite directors out there. I think his style for movies is really fun and really just entertaining. He all of a sudden just does surprisingly dumb movies quite often. Like he's having one. What is that next movie he's making called? I can't remember what it's called. This next movie coming up. I'm just gonna search Guy Ritchie new movie. It comes out April. I don't know if I'll have a chance to go check it out. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That's his new movie. So he just makes these really fun movies lately that don't really matter. They're just fun movies to sit down and watch. So the new one called The Grey, it's basically like when people steal stuff, they go to steal it back. And so I think it sounds really fun. I mean, it's got Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, two of the greatest actors. I'm not the biggest Cavill fan, but Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors. So I'm sure The Grey will be a really, really fun movie by Guy Ritchie. I got a hole in my mouth, apparently. Darn. Blumhouse is a professional... Yeah. Blumhouse is a professional stinker factory with occasional bangers. That is so facts. Pineapple says that movie was so good. Definitely one of my favorite horror movies. Talking about Talk to Me, I agree. And then the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare looks pretty fun. It's been a busy month for April. Like, I'm seeing Civil War today, and then I'm going next week. And I don't know if I can go see the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare due to just a busy month. Then we got the Crow remake. A trailer came out. I didn't watch the trailer. It says that they got new footage. What people describe the trailer to me sounds fun. But I don't necessarily 100% know if I'll love it. Sounds like a fun, gory action movie that can be for me, but at the same time, I don't necessarily 100% know if I will love the movie because I haven't seen any footage. Borderlands, they got new footage, but I saw the trailer when I went to see, I think it was Ghostbusters, and it just looks like another Kevin Hart movie and a big cast movie that I've seen 1,000,000,010 times before. I got no anticipation for the Borderlands movie at all. I mean, my brother and mom do, so I'll probably go check it out with them. But once I told them I think it looks kind of dumb, they flat out told me I'm not going with them because they don't want me to like be negative on the movie. So next up, The Strangers Chapter 1. Pineapple says, "So happy the writer's strike is over. I haven't seen the original movie, but I guess the comic it's based on is super sad. I think you're talking about The Crow. Yeah, I haven't read the comic or seen the original movie or anything, but I mean, I probably will check out the original movie before I check out the new Crow movie. Um, The Strangers Chapter 1. That is they're doing like a trilogy. I think they're all coming out this year. First one's gonna kind of be like it's gonna kind of be like the origin story for the trailer for the strangers, and it looks absolutely creepy. What the footage was described to us, it looks absolutely creepy. I like horror movies, so I mean this could be one of the best horror movies of the year because it's been a stinker of a year for horror movies. Never Let Go. This no, we got four movies right here that you've probably never heard of. Nobody's probably ever heard of, but they announced at the Lionsgate panel at CinemaCon. Never Let Go is a movie starring Halle Berry. Technically two kids. She has two kids. They live in the forest, but there's this kind of demon monster hunting them down. So they got to have like ropes tied around them and to lead them back to the house. Then the kids think their mom's starting to lie to them once they get older, so they take off the ropes, and then one of the kids get kidnapped by the demon thing. Halle Berry's got to save them. What they describe as the monster in the movie sounds absolutely cool. So this is probably going to be one of my most anticipated movies coming out soon. Movie that I had no idea on my radar, but what they described as the footage at CinemaCon sounds absolutely awesome. Same thing as Flight Risk. This is a movie starring Mark Wahlberg. Technically, they are going on a plane across the world with one of the a person who's going to testify against the mob, but the pilot is a hitman, and so it's just like this big action movie on a plane with Mark Wahlberg who went completely bald. Again, it sounds fun. It's another movie that I didn't have on my radar at all, but now I do because of that plot synopsis. It sounds fun. Good Fortune is the one that I'm not looking forward to the most, mainly because Good Fortune is just sounds like the Boeing conspiracy. Yeah, it really does. Good Fortune is basically this one guy is a poor guy, this one guy's a rich guy. An angel, played by Keanu Reeves, comes down, switches their two bodies, and then they don't want to switch back. The angel's trying to keep them molested. It looks like a comedy. Comedies are really hit or miss, in my opinion, but like what they described as a trailer sounds fun, but I also have to see a trailer, see if I actually laugh during it, because, again, comedies are hit and miss. The Killer's Game sounds fun as well. It's basically Dave Bautista gets diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. To avoid all the pain of that, he just hires a hit on himself. And then all of a sudden, the doctor calls him and is like, "Hey, yo, my bad, bro. We messed up. So, yeah, you're not going to die." Cool. So then he has to stop all the people trying to kill him. Sounds crazy. It sounds like the dumbest movie possible, but I'm all here for it. It's another movie that I had no idea what it was, and now I'm very much looking forward to it. And these four movies right here are the reason why I think the Lionsgate panel was so good, because they got all these movies that nobody was looking forward to, and then with just simple plot synopsis, they're original movies that sound like a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that one too. Ballerina. This is a John Wick movie. It's based in the John Wick universe, and what they described as the entire trailer sounds absolutely awesome. They pushed it back, so people were getting worried that the movie would be boring and not a good John Wick action style movie. I completely changed my mind. I mean, I was worried for the movie, but the trailer description sounds absolutely awesome. Sounds like there's going to be fun action sequences. John Wick's going to have a cameo in this movie. I don't know how people could be worried after that trailer description, because now for a movie that I was really worried for, now I'm just really, 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 really excited for the movie, for it to come out next year and have another John Wick movie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the biggest John Wick fan. I didn't like the first movie. I love the second movie. I like the third movie, and I like the fourth movie. But like, there's always some issues with these movies. But if you give me a new action movie, of course I'll have fun with it. And the last one for Lionsgate, I don't really have anything to say about it. It's a Michael Jackson biopic. Michael Jackson's a controversial figure. I don't know why they're doing a biopic on him, but it's done by the Michael Jackson's family. And so it's probably going to be painted in the light, but it seems like they're doing a little bit of the controversy with the allegations and all that. So it could be interesting. I don't know if it will 100% be for me. So, I mean, I don't really have much to say about that one. All right, before we move on to the Universal panel, which was, by the way, by far the worst panel in this entire thing. It's a terrible panel. Anybody got any questions for me? We'll give it 3 minutes before I move on to the Universal panel. Any questions? While we're waiting, there's some buttons over on this side. Let's see what some of these buttons do. Okay, I'm adjusting the lighting. It's kind of neat. Oh, cool. Neato. Oh, there's bubbles. Can I pop the bubbles in this thing? Oh, I can actually move the bubbles? That's actually really cool. We got lights. Okay. Well, let's just put it back normal. What's this thing down here? Highlight saved to your channel's unlisted video. What? No! I don't want that to happen. Turned off my volume. Oh, that flips the camera around. Okay, well, we got nobody watching right now, so, okay. Let me fix my legs. It's hard to sit on my bed for like 33 minutes in a cross-leg position because it kind of hurts. All right, moving on to Universal's panel. We are starting it off with Despicable Me 4. I'm actually going to put my legs over here because they're starting to hurt a little bit. Okay, starting off with Universal's panel, Despicable Me 4. We got footage described as Gru's got to make a heist with whatever he finds in his baby's bag. Yeah, I am really excited for this movie. I have a soft spot for the Despicable Me franchise. Last couple movies in the franchise kind of didn't work for me. Everything that is about this movie is pointing to that I will really enjoy it. And it looks really, really, really fun. So this looks like a movie that could be made for me. I am looking forward to Despicable Me 4. Then we got Twisters. Apparently they filmed real storms and incorporated into the movie. Listen to that. That's so cool. They filmed real storms and put it in the movie. It's obviously just a throwback movie that is just like a movie that we would have seen in the early 2000s, late 80s, early 90s. Sounds like something that I will really, really enjoy, and like everything about the trailer looks awesome. I still need to check out the first one. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm gonna put my leg over here now. Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that pop? Kind of hurt. Let's kind of adjust what we're doing here. Try to sit down. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me try to push the camera back. See if that gives me a little more room. What's up? This is a weird direction to put it. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Let's hope that works. I need something like a studio. Like, I need a new tripod. Look at this tripod. It's freaking broken. Look at the legs. The legs are absolutely destroyed. They are absolutely destroyed. And so, I need a new tripod. And I also don't have a phone place to put it, or I would just be sitting in my chair. But doing this on my bed, cross-legged, so you don't... Yeah, don't look at... don't look at that. Them dogs. Bark, bark. Anyways. Okay. Let's continue on. I'm sorry. Let's continue on with the Universal panel. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. If you were watching right now, which I know you're not because I got 0 viewers, you would probably be spamming the messages because you're a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I thought the first movie was okay. I don't have like a huge love for the movie. I thought it was fine. It wasn't scary. Kind of disappointing in a couple ways. It was a fine movie. I don't know what you're going to do with the second movie. I don't have any real anticipation for the movie at all. Maybe it'll just be another fine movie. Hey, we got a viewer now. Cool. Say what's up. Who you at? Alright, then we got Wolfman, and it sounds like a movie that I'll absolutely love. Again, I mean, I absolutely love horror movies. Sounds like a movie to where the father is turning to the werewolf, and he's trying to protect his family, but the family is going to get attacked when he's a werewolf. It's directed by Leigh Whannell. If you don't know who he is, he did the Invisible Man movie, and I've heard that movie's great. I saw some of it. I need to check out the full movie, but Leigh Whannell is a great director, is what I've heard. The premise sounds great, so I'm looking forward to that as well. We got trailer footage for Nosferatu. And the Wolfman and Nosferatu are the two things that are the reason why this panel is actually kind of useful. Because the rest of it, like, look at this. Look at this. The way the Lionsgate panel ended was showing us stuff from Ballerina and the Michael Jackson biopic. The way this panel ended was showing us stuff from Wicked. Like, who is super excited for Wicked unless you're like a freaking girl? Like, I'm not excited for Wicked that much. I like musicals, but I'm not super excited for Wicked. Anyways, Nosferatu is a new Robert Eggers movie. Never seen a Robert Eggers movie either. The trailer footage I described looked like, hey, that could be a pretty good movie. It sounded fine to me. A movie that I'm not super anticipating, but I'm not also not looking forward to it either. So, Nosferatu could be pretty good. I mean, again, haven't seen a Robert Eggers movie. I don't know what to expect from this until I see it myself, but sounds like it could be fine. Then we got the Speak No Evil trailer. This is a reboot of a foreign film that came out like 2 years ago. Why are they rebooting it again? I don't know, but they are. James McAvoy's in it. They released a trailer to the public. I didn't bother watching the trailer because I don't care. So I don't know much about this, but I'll probably watch a foreign film because foreign films actually are better than Hollywood films. I recently watched Train to Busan for the first time, and that is one of the best movies of all time. Like, that was so good. So, yeah, definitely check out Train to Busan. I'm rolling a D20. What's your guess? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Anyways, so it just doesn't really excite me. The Wild Robot. It's a DreamWorks movie, the only movie that DreamWorks talked about for some weird reason. I saw the trailer when I went to go see Kung Fu Panda 4, and I really, really, really liked a lot of things he did. 1 through 20. 14. I'm going to guess 14. Okay, so anyways, The Wild Robot. I really, really liked a lot of things he did, but it should have been a short. Like, there's no reason that this is going to be a long movie because, I don't know, maybe because I don't want to sit down and watch a whole movie of a robot that doesn't talk making friends with animals that don't talk for like an hour and a half. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I was too off. I was so close there. So close. Anyways, yeah, so like I don't know what to think of this movie. I don't know what the actual premise will be, but like it sounds like it could have so much potential. I reported the chat. Why did you do that to Goats? Come on now, man. You want to block you? Anyway, so I don't know what that'll be. And then we got Wicked. Again, I'm not super hyped for it. I thought the trailer was okay at the Super Bowl, which was a great Super Bowl, by the way. Anyways, but I'm not super excited for that one. Let's see what I mean? How the Paramount or the Universal panel was just awful. Like, we got a couple cool things, Despicable Me 4, but they didn't show us anything about Twisters. They didn't show us anything about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. They showed us the Wolfman and Nosferatu, which I think is I think it was pretty good. They showed us a trailer for Speak No Evil, but then they didn't show us anything about the Wild Robot or Wicked, so I'm not super excited for that one either. So let me. There, okay. All right. Anybody got any questions for me before I move on to the Paramount panel, which was by far the best panel? I'm actually gonna sit up again. Okay. Yeah. In case you missed it, I popped my leg and it started to hurt, so I had to. So yeah, Paramount panel is my favorite by far. I think it's one of the best panels. Disney's panel was really good too. Disney's panel was really, really, really good. So, all right, we got one viewer, and he said he doesn't have any questions, so I think we're just gonna move on. The goats just came and left again for no reason. I'll take one more swig. That was good. Buckets. Okay. All right, so Paramount, again, like I said, they had the best panel. They started off with the Naked Gun reboot. Never seen the first Naked Gun, but this one now has Liam Neeson in it, who can have a very dry sense of humor. I don't have any real anticipation for the movie because I haven't seen anything else from him. And so I don't have any anticipation for Naked Gun. The South Park creators are making a new live-action movie with Kendrick Lamar. I love the humor for South Park. It's like one of the funniest shows ever. And so I just don't know what to think about a new movie with Kendrick Lamar, though, because it can either be hit or miss. Like I said, not the biggest comedy fan. If it makes me laugh, I will really enjoy it. But if it doesn't make me laugh, I won't enjoy it. So Edgar Wright is making a Running Man reboot. If you don't know what the Running Man is, basically it is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is a cop who's being framed, but to be unframed, he's going to a live television show where he's getting killed, or he is going to be tried to getting killed. And so, yeah, so Edgar Wright's doing this. Edgar Wright's a unique director. I don't know. I have never seen the first Running Man movie, but it could be a very interesting film. Again, Edgar Wright is a very interesting director. Now we're on to the meat and potatoes of the Paramount panel. Transformer and G.I. Joe. Why did I write reboot? It's not a reboot. It's just a sequel. If anybody's seen Transformers, the one with the animals, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, the end of it, they kind of tease that the G.I. Joe are coming to fight the Transform, or not fight them, but teaming up with the Transformers. Yeah, that's what this one's gonna be. I don't know what they're gonna do. I thought Transformers: Rise of the Beast is one of the better Transformers movies. I think it's fun, but it's also not one of my favorite movies. Like, the better Michael Bay Transformers movies are better than this, but the bad Michael Bay Transformers movies are way worse than this. So it's a good Transformers movie. It's fine. Damien Chazelle is making a new movie. He's a great director. The only movie I've seen of him is Whiplash, which I didn't even realize. It's actually right over here. Like, it's really dusty because it's been sitting on my shelf. Whiplash. This is one of my favorite movies. It's the only movie I've seen of him, and it's a banger. It is really, really, really good. And so I try to watch La La Land again. I do like musicals, but I tried to watch La La Land, so never actually finished it because I tried to watch it with my brother, who was whining the entire time. So I mean, But he's making a new movie with Paramount, so it's definitely something to look out for. His last movie is very controversial, Babylon. So the first one was very good. Yeah, the first Transformers movie is one of my favorite movies. I think it's really, really fun. There's a new Smurf movie coming out. I don't care. The cast is fine, I guess. There's a couple of cool things like Zolo Mandaloranda or Rihanna's the lead cast. I don't care about that, but it's a couple of cool cast members, but I don't really care about that movie. SpongeBob: The Search for SquarePants. It's from the creator, where the first 3 seasons are from. The first 3 seasons are kind of fun to watch. Like, I'm not the biggest SpongeBob fan, but I have fun watching the first 3 seasons. The rest of it's just really annoying. So, also, there's going to be nudity in the movie. There's going to be SpongeBob nudity. So, yeah, let's just leave the Search for SquarePants conversation after that. Aang the Last Airbender, as M. Night Shyamalan likes to say, Ong the Last Airbender. They're making a trilogy of animated Last Airbender movies. I think it's going on Netflix. I'm not 100% sure. But this one, Aang the Last Airbender, is it's the first movie out of all of them. And I just don't really know what to think of it. I have not seen the movie, the show in a while. I saw the live action show once I finished watching Fallout. I will probably include that as a review. I just haven't had time to make a full review, but I absolutely love the live action show. So, I mean, I'll have to check out the animated show and then check out the movie because it sounds interesting. Scary Movie's getting a reboot. Scary Movie's getting a reboot. We've seen that spongy boy without his britches before, LO. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why the internet is making a big deal. But, I mean, it's still kind of funny to leave it at that. They're making a new Scary Movie. I'm so excited for that. The first 3 Scary Movies are some of the funniest movies I've seen in my entire life. Scream is one of my favorite movies of all time. Actually, what is my favorite movie of all time? The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time, but Scream is the top 3 favorite movie of all time. I absolutely love the Scary Movies. And the Scary Movie reboot could have huge potential to be really fun, especially with the terrible horror movies that have come out so many times. I am super excited for the Scary Movie reboot. I really, really am. Another big thing, the live action The Last Ronin movie. If you don't know what The Last Ronin is, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie where all the turtles die except Michelangelo. Michelangelo's got to be the Last Ronin. They're making a new the movie out of this, and it's going to be rated R and live action. Everything about that sentence just sounds awesome. The comic, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think that it was way too short. Should have explored out a little bit more. It's like, we learn who the turtle was, and then we go to a big battle, and then the comic's over. That's what it felt like to me. I'm glad you like it, Pineapple, but I thought it was fine. It just wasn't my favorite. But come on, man, a live action The Last Ronin movie, like, that sounds awesome. Bloody, gory, rated R. I am very much looking forward to that one. They're also making a Last Ronin video game, so that should be cool as well. Transformers 1, this new animated Transformers movie. Looking forward to this. It was on my mass anticipated list. I'm really, actually, really looking forward to this. It's really short. They have a sequel series. Oh, yeah, I think I saw a graphic novel at Walmart I meant to pick up, but I didn't. So I haven't read that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But I was really looking forward to Transformers 1. But the footage that they described here got me a little bit worried for it. It's like everybody's being a comedic genius. It's like a Nickelodeon aimed for kind of like kids' humor. I was really hoping to be like the Spider-Verse movies, which are some of the best movies of all time, being for all audiences. But I'm just really I'm still looking forward to it. But the footage that they described has really got me a little bit worried. I'll have to see the footage for myself before I get super worried, but kind of getting a little bit worried out of that. Have you seen the new X-Men 97? Yeah, I've seen. I've been doing a short review series on YouTube Shorts for each episode. I haven't done the new episode, but man, the moment that episode got over, I mean, man, that was one of the most emotional animated TV finales, and it's only episode 5. Like, man, I I've had a couple issues with the show until then, but man, that episode was so good. Like, I cannot wait for the next episode. It is so good. I love those movies. Can't wait for the next one. It sucks it's being delayed. What movies? Transformers? Yeah, me too. I hope cable can change things too. I mean, oh my god, that was one of the most awesome things that I've seen in a. Oh, Spider Verse. Yeah, those are fantastic movies. Some of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, I absolutely love both of those movies. But man, I cannot wait for the next X-Men 97 episode. Okay, Sonic 3. Another thing that is really worrying me because I like the first Sonic movie. I love it actually. The second Sonic movie I thought was fine, but I do have some issues with the rest of it. Knuckles is coming out in April sometime, and it's described as the trailer kind of made it look like another Sonic thing. Like, oh, there's a guy that's working for Robotnik and he wants to get the Sonic guy because of immense power. And exactly the trailer that they've described for Sonic 3. Robotnik is back. I wish he stayed dead. I love Jim Carrey, but I don't want him in the franchise anymore because it's just repetitive. He's back. He's got a new hedgehog. He's going to stop Sonic because he's got ultimate power. The same thing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And the Sonic movies, Sonic has so many unique things that they can explore, and they're doing the same thing over and over again. Some of the things sounded really cool, like action sequences between Shadow and Sonic, but I'm looking forward to it, but I'm just also really nervous as well. Smile 2. Never actually checked out the first Smile. That's a movie I really want to check out, but I've never actually had the time to check it out. Second Smile is basically this pop concert, this pop singer has a smile curse. She passes on to literally everybody in the concert, and then she's trying to run away and like not get caught by the smile zombie things. That sounds like a movie for me, a claustrophobic thriller. It sounds awesome. I absolutely love claustrophobic thrillers. I love horror movies again. So sounds like a movie for me. I will have to check out the first Smile movie. And then they ended off the panel with Gladiator 2, a movie that I was not looking forward to whatsoever. I've never seen the first Gladiator movie, never had the anticipation to. But what they described at CinemaCon was it's so they fill a coliseum with water and throw in sharks. They the guy's fighting monkeys. He's riding rhinos. It sounds freaking bizarre, freaking crazy, and all of a sudden a movie that my anticipation was this low for is shot up. Like, that sounds like a freaking epic blast of a movie. I'm looking forward to the movie. So, yeah. All right. That's it for the Paramount panel. See what I mean? That panel was just so good, and it come right after the disappointing Universal panel. So, that sounds so extra. It really does. It sounds insanely extra, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to it. I think it just sounds awesome. All right. So it's 1:09 p.m. I'll wait till I'd say 1:13 if anybody's got any questions. Unless, well, we got one viewer. So, I mean, if you got any questions, I'll answer them. But if you don't, I'll just move on and get to the end of it. We're almost through an hour of the live stream. I'm going to see Civil War today. That one looks awesome. I'm intrigued now. Me too. I'm really intrigued for Gladiator 2. I need to see that footage myself, obviously, but I'm looking forward to it. See, that's what sucks about CinemaCon, is that you hear all this awesome description of the footage, but you don't get to see it yourself. So, have you watched Godzilla vs. Kong, says Zenimet. Yeah. You're talking about And Kong, or Times Kong, or Verse Kong? Oh, he says the new one. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. I am almost done editing my review for it. It'll be out hopefully today. If not today, then tomorrow. And it's with my Monkey Man review too. So could you give your quick thoughts on Fallout? I have not seen Fallout, so I cannot. I haven't had time. This week it's been so busy. I'm in a play at my local college for Romeo and Juliet, and they just gave me a new role. So I now have two roles that I need to be there every night. And so and then I also have a job, and it's been tournament baseball season. I'm a commentator for a local radio station where we commentate the local sports games. So it's been tournament baseball season, so I've been really busy. Haven't had a chance to check out Fallout, but I've checked out the new X-Men 97 episode. Like this week I've only seen one movie when I've planned out like 4 movies for me to watch this week, and I only had a chance to check out one. So I mean, I'll probably check out Fallout. I'm not going to start Fallout until I finish Jessica Jones season 1 though, because I'm really into that and I don't want to stop watching that and then go over to watch Fallout, because Jessica Jones season 1 I think is really, really great. To answer your question on Godzilla times Kong, I love that movie. I think it was a blast. I'm not really going to elaborate. Review will be out later today, hopefully. All right, 2 more minutes if anybody's got any more questions. Like I said, I'm going to go see Civil War today. That's the movie about an American Civil War. It's not Captain America Civil War, but it's like the A24 Alex Garland movie, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I cannot wait for it. Actually, I'm going to go see it in... Actually, it starts in an hour. Good thing I live like 20 minutes away from my nearest theater, but after I'm done with the stream here, I'll probably just get up and I'll probably go. It's weird because it's 1:12, but I only woke up like an hour ago. So I've only been up for, well, over an hour because I've had to write notes for this live stream. I was thinking of Captain America. Yeah, I figured everybody was. Have you seen a movie called The Warriors? I've never heard of that. What is it? Never heard of that. Whoa. My cat's just sitting there, and I just tried to pet her, and then she just shot up. She was dead asleep, huh, baby? All right, I think we got... Oh, okay. All right, it's 113. Golden State. Oh, the Golden State basketball team for the Warriors. I hate the Warriors. Absolutely. I hate Stephen Curry. But, I mean, I'm a Celtics fan. So, I mean, been a Celtics fan all my life. So, it's about a New York gangs in the 70s. Yeah, I've never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. I'll actually, let me Google that real quick. But anyways, I'm a Celtics fan. I absolutely love Boston. So, I mean, I know we won last night without any of our starters. We're the first team in the playoffs this year, so I cannot wait for that. For real. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about Kevin Durant for KD? Who's that one guy? I forget his name. What is the Warriors? Draymond Green. That's who I'm thinking of. Draymond Green is absolutely my favorite player in basketball just because of how freaking stupid he is. Absolutely stupid. I absolutely love him because he's just so dumb. But I don't mind KD. I like KD, if I'm being honest. But I like Stephen Curry because he's a Christian, but I don't like Stephen Curry, period. So, I mean, let me Google the Warriors movie. Sounds familiar. Let me look at the poster. I'll notice if I've seen the poster. Oh no, I've never seen this movie. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out. I can't stand him. Draymond gets ejected from... Yeah, I 100% agree, but that's what I think is so funny about him, because he'll just do the dumbest things, and then he'll get on a commercial and say, "You're making bad choices." Yeah, sir, I think you are making bad choices. All right, we're going to get started with this Disney panel, the last panel of the day, and then I'll answer a couple more questions if anybody has any, and then I'll wrap it up for today's live stream. All right. Starting off, they showed 15 minutes of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Kind of did a extended trailer and kind of described more of the plot a little bit there too, where basically the main character's name is Noah. He is this ape, and this other ape tribe comes in, kills his entire village, and he's out for revenge. That does not sound anything like what I thought the movie was going to be, but I cannot wait for the movie still. Everything that's sent out this movie sounds great. I love the last trilogy of of Planet of the Apes films. I cannot wait for this movie. It's still my most anticipated movie of the year. Everything they described about it sounds awesome. Then they showed off something called Young Woman in the Sea about like some ladies, women in the sea. I don't care. Kind of skipped over that part in 3C's video because I don't care about that movie whatsoever. Then they showed Inside Out 2. They showed 35 minutes of Inside Out 2. How pissed would you be if you went to the theater and then you're watching a movie and then all of a sudden, yeah, this is getting really good. And then somebody just turns off the movie and says, yeah, you're going to have to wait a couple more months to watch the rest of the movie. I would be mad. I would be absolutely, my mind would be flaming. Why would I go to CinemaCon and want to watch 35 minutes of a movie? I don't understand. So, Inside Out 2, they showed 35 minutes of it. People are saying it's good, but again, 35 minutes of the movie, I wouldn't want to watch that. Moving on to some Marvel things. Fantastic Four, we had the first logo. It is a fantastic logo. Get my drift. Ape versus Joy. Who wins? Are you talking about Ape from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes versus Joy from... Well, it depends which ape you're talking about. If you're talking about the main ape from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I'd say he wins. If you're talking about Caesar from Kingdom of the Planet... Yeah, the ape wins. The ape beats anybody, dude. Like, there's not anybody that I could think could take an ape. Like, actually thinking about this actually makes me thinking that ape wins. Because the ape is, in the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes especially. Anyways, Fantastic Four. Let me pull up the logo. It's fantastic. Ape versus 100 View. Ape. Not even gonna lie, the ape would beat me. Where's the new logo? Oh, I probably should have Googled something else than Fantastic Four. New logo? Now it's not even showing me the new logo. What? I gotta search CinemaCon too? It's still not showing me the logo on Google. That is absolutely dumb. Something, yeah, I think it was something along the lines of this. Fantastic Four logo hits different. I agree. It's something along the lines of this right here. This logo right here. I adore that logo. They kind of making the MCU logo sauceless. But I really like this logo. Hopefully they don't remove it. So that's the logo that they did. I absolutely I'm looking forward to that movie. It's gonna not be in the same universe as the MCU, but I'm still very much looking forward to the movie. Then they got Thunderbolts, and they talked about that asterisk at the end of the Thunderbolts logo, which is really slimmed down. Unpopular opinion here. I don't mind the new logo. I know a lot of people said, yeah, it's sauceless. The other logo is much better. That logo reminded me of like the A-Team or something like that. Something that's not all that great. The new logo, I think is just kind of simple. Still not all that great. But the asterisk is probably going to change the title of the movie. They said they're not going to show you what that means until the release of the movie. So this is one of the most unique promoting things I've seen in a long time. And so, I mean, I don't mind the Thunderbolts logo. I think it's fine. I don't mind it. Captain America Brave New World. I am so nervous for this movie, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I am beyond nervous for Captain America Brave New World because the movie is so apparently they did a test screening. There's some people coming out of this. One of them wrote a whole plot of the movie and kind of just posted it on a site. I think it might have been debunked, not the real one, but it sounded awful. And the plot synopsis, one of them said that Isaiah Bradley was coming to attack. They didn't give any context to it at all. And then another, so I wrote notes. I was like, that sounds awful. But then when 3C Film said it, apparently Isaiah Bradley's being mind controlled, which could be cool. it's a movie I'm very worried about that it can become way too political, way too way too political, way too just trying to shove things down your throat. But I really did like what's it called? Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I think that's one of my favorite MCU shows. So yeah, I'm really, really, really scared for this movie. I really am. But at the same time, it could have immense potential to be really good. So I'll just have to see it by myself. But there's so many things that could go wrong with this movie. And then we saw Deadpool and Wolverine, where Kevin Feige got up on stage and kept blasting the F word in front of everybody because it's Deadpool, and apparently Deadpool's gonna make his own popcorn bucket now. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. War Dog says Black Captain America versus White Cap. I wish I did not read that. I wish I did not read that. So you're saying Sam Wilson versus Steve Rogers? Steve Rogers? No. If you didn't phrase it like that, it wouldn't sound racist. Okay? If you didn't phrase it like that, it will not sound racist. But you phrased it like that. So now look, you made me sound like a racist. Yeah, there you go. There we go. War Dogs, I'm about to block you. I'm about to block you. That's for sure. I really hope no one's watching this. Thanks a lot. Steve Rogers wins. What? Let's move on. Anyways, so Deadpool's designing his own popcorn bucket. They showed 15 minutes of the movie. Everything that's described about it sounds awesome, sounds hilarious. Apparently, Deadpool's blasting the F word about Fox and says he's going to Disneyland. It just sounds hilarious. One of my second most anticipated movie of the year. I cannot wait for the movie. I'm super, super, super hyped for Deadpool and Wolverine. Final three on here. Only one of them I think are worth talking about, but I'm going to talk all about three. Will you be buying the popcorn bucket? Absolutely. I don't care what it is. I'm buying that dang popcorn bucket. So Alien Romulus, I did not like the teaser they set out. Well, I didn't mind the teaser. It was just kind of like a quick 1 minute thing that's like, oh yeah, there's a new Alien movie coming out. Again, just like Beetlejuice. It's okay, but I needed a full trailer. The footage description of this one sounded awesome, sounded like a horror movie, flat out. I like Fed Alvarez. I've seen a couple of his movies. I like him. But I'm just really, really interested in the direction that this movie will take. I'm really, really interested. Excuse me. I'm really, really interested in what will happen. I'll need to see that footage, but what they described it as was a couple characters were walking inside a nest of aliens. They all hatch. Crap goes down. Sounds awesome. Sounds horrifying. This is the footage that I wish I seen first to get this movie super hype for me. Then we got Mufasa footage. This is the new Lion King movie. I don't care. I mean, I guess the footage description sounds fine, but I'll need to see a trailer. Not super biggest fan of the live action Lion King. I actually saw it with my best friend, and me and him went out of the every time there was a song, this is a long time ago, we walked out of the theater, went to the bathroom, and then just started walking around the theater until the song was over. Then we come back, do the same next song, and then one time he dared me to lick Pennywise's eye. This was around the time that It Chapter 2 was coming out. And me, being the disgusting 13-year-old I was, I did it. So it was just a fun day there. And then my mom used to babysit this girl, and she was singing the entire songs during the entire movie, and everybody was getting so mad at her. It was so very funny. But I don't have any real anticipation for Mufasa. Neither do I on Moana 2. No super big anticipation for Moana 2 either, because it's Moana 2. It's I don't really know what's going to happen with this one because it's originally scheduled as a TV show, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're like, yeah, it's coming out this November, so get ready, guys. And like the footage description was just like one song description. I don't know. I don't have any anticipation for it. I'm super worried for Moana 2. I like the first Moana, but I just don't know if this one will hit. All right, so that's it for CinemaCon. And let's rank the panels. Which panels are my favorite? Which panels are my least favorite? Last place, Universal, for sure. I mean, they had a couple cool things like Despicable Me 4, Wolfman, Nosferatu, Speak No Evil, but The Wild Robot, Wicked, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I'm just not all interested in all that, so they're last for sure. Then we got Warner Brothers after that. There's a lot of bangers here. Joker 2, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice sounds great. Mickey 17, Trap, The Watchers, Furiosa. All that sounds pretty good. But compared to a lot of the other things, not super, super excited for that one. These next three are great. I'd say Paramount next. Or I'd say Paramount next because I'm a big Marvel fan, but I love this panel. I'd say Paramount next. We got bangers, Transformer and G.I. Joe movie coming out. New Smurf movie, SpongeBob Search for SquarePants, Ong, Scary Movie reboot, live action Last Roman movie, Transformers Run. So many cool things here, but there's also a couple things I'm worried about too with Sonic 3 and the Smurf movie. A couple things I like here, but actually I really like this panel, but I mean the other panels are better. The second best panel I'd say is Disney. The Marvel stuff gets me excited. Really worried for Captain America Brave New World, but I'm also kind of excited for that one. Deadpool and Wolverine, very excited. Alien Romulus. But there's actually, I don't know if I want to switch Paramount and Disney. No, let's keep Disney a second because, of course, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and all that too. But my favorite is Lionsgate, I think, because we get all these movies that I don't know what they are, but now that we got plot descriptions for them, random movies sound really fun. Ballerina, I mean, I think Lionsgate had the best panel. SpongeBob is going to be a goated movie. I agree. War Dogs, I think that one, just because it's the original creator of SpongeBob, so it could be fun. So anyways, anybody got any more questions for me? I will go on for a couple more minutes. Actually, you guys can wait here while I go to use the restroom. Shoot in your questions. If anybody got any questions for me, I'll stay on for about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap this stream up. I'll be right back. He's back. So they say in Beetlejuice. Oh, I don't even have a single extra comment since I've been gone. Okay. We'll give it 2 more minutes until 1:30, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Stay tuned for a review of Godzilla x Kong and Monkey Man coming today. And then I have a bunch more videos coming next week. Again, very busy week this week. Let's hope next week isn't as bad. So, 1 more minute, guys. If anybody got any questions, crunch time. Thank you all for clicking on this live stream. Glad having you guys join me when I talk about CinemaCon 2024. I like doing the live stream better than doing like the individual videos for each panel, or like the ranking the CinemaCon panels that I did last year on my second channel. I like doing this better. I also like doing the live stream ranking all movies I've seen in 2024. I also like doing the live stream of the MCU ranking. I'll probably do that again because I'm rewatching the entire MCU. All right, guys. You guys got... Well, it won't tell me. So. All right, no questions coming in. It's still 1:29. 1:30. All right, thank you guys for clicking on this live stream. I will see you guys next live stream if I got something to live stream about. With that said, stay tuned for all those videos. And with that said, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out. And the funny thing is, I'd cut here when I'm editing, but now I got to reach over and hit X. Stop streaming. Yep, bye, guys. See you.